How should I revive an ASIN that at one point was doing well, but was out of stock and lost the ranking? Ooh, this is a tough one. If you're somebody who has had essentially your product go out of stock at some point in time, you're losing ranking. There's a couple of different ways that I would go about handling this. The very first thing that I would need to know and understand is how long has your product been out of stock? If your product has been out of stock for, let's say, 2 weeks, you really don't have to change all too much. Do nothing more than realistically throw some kind of quick promotion on there just to revive some of that sales rank. But if your product has been out of stock for, let's say, 6 months and you've lost tons of ranking over that time, there's a lot of different things that you need to do. But this is kind of the general strategy that I would take. The very first thing that I would actually go ahead and do is I would look at my brand tailored promotion. So this will only work on creating a brand tailored promotion if you were within, let's say, a 90-day range. Because again, most of these are going to have a 90-day potential on them for your audience sizing. So that's the very first thing I would look at is a brand tailored promotion. Now, secondarily to this as well, if you really want to drive things home, the good part is that we can actually go here and create a deal as well. So if you still have access to deals, I'm going to look and see if this ASIN is available for it. So we actually don't have any recommendations on any of our current products for this. So instead of a deal, I'm going to throw a coupon. So coupons are the easiest way at the end of the day to do a very quick promotion if you don't have access to deals or brand tailored promotions. Now, once I actually throw on this coupon, I am going to hammer down on my highest relevancy search terms. And what I mean by that is I'm going to look at my historical ad spend and my whole ad profile. I'm going to see what keywords I was doing the best at when I was in stock. Those keywords, I'm going to raise what my bid was by 25 to 50%. I'm going to put a top of search modifier on there so that we can start getting direct sales and just be immediately placed one ranking again. One of the great parts about Amazon's algorithm is that a factor within it is 180-day average sales rank. So big part of that is if you are under that 6-month window from when you went out of stock, it means that you can immediately kind of just surcharge your way back into whatever ranking you are, if not even higher, just from doing a ton of initial ad spend. Now, it's going to be a little pricey because you're doing a discount, you're doing a promotion, and you're probably spending more on advertising, but it's a lot easier and the fastest way to revive an ASIN that has gone out of stock. My product just went live on Amazon. Should I start ads or wait for the inventory to fully distribute across warehouses? Amazon shows around 14 plus warehouses in shipment tab. That's a lot of warehouses. I would just start your ads. The faster you can get any sales velocity whatsoever, the better. If your inventory is already there, I wouldn't wait for it. It's going to be considered on hand according to Amazon. They actually just changed this. It's actually really interesting. So Amazon changed the manage inventory section where essentially there is this little section about FBA inventory details, right? And it'll show inventory and it shows on hand 280. It'll also then show on hand over here available 240. FC transfer is 40. So that's where your 280 is. And so this is one of those things where now with FC transfer, it's no longer in reserve. So only FC processing is considered reserve. So if it is an FC transfer, you're still essentially going to have it showing up. So it is considered on hand and purchasable inventory. Probably is going to have a little bit longer of a shipping time, but it's still considered prime. So I would still run your ads, at least for a time being, just to start getting that incremental sales revenue. How do I know if my product is getting hit by low inventory fees or bad inventory planning? It's a great question. All right, so if you're somebody who is essentially out there and you're looking to understand if you are being hit with low inventory fees, it's actually super, super simple. So quick screen share here. We're going to go to our inventory. We're going to go to FBA inventory. So once you're under your FBA inventory section, we have a bunch of different filters up at the top here. One of the major ones that you can actually look at is your inventory age. So inventory age is going to actually show you first and foremost which of your products have aged inventory in them. So you can actually see on this account, I only have one product realistically that has an inventory age of over 180 days. And then once you're actually on this as well, you'll be able to start to see all of the actual costs here. So you'll see your inventory age over on this column right here. You can see 456 day plus. For that, we have 77 right here that are in that 180, 330. And then you'll see estimated aged inventory surcharge. And this is the exact one. So you can actually see here the total details for that as well, and the exact number of units that you have that are actually going to be aged inventory. This is the fastest way for you to actually be able to tell whether or not you're going to be charged for aged inventory. Most aged inventory starts from, you saw that, at the 181 day mark. So if you have any units whatsoever that you've sent in and they are at that 181 day or greater mark, you are going to get an inventory surcharge for that as well. Amazon's very transparent in exactly how much they're going to be charging for that as well.